Well, I'm all over the place, aren't I? I'm kinda late to the party, I'm well aware of that. Well, hello my beauties and welcome to my channel. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Nikki, I'm 43, I'm from the Netherlands, hence the accent, and yeah, this is the Alien palette. The look that I have is the fifth look of the video that I will upload. Well, this is what she looks like. In case, well, I'm all over the place, aren't I? As you saw by the title, my thoughts on the Alien palette by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I'm kinda late to the party, I'm well aware of that. But yeah, I have been eyeing this palette for a really long time, and just after my birthday I saw it was on sale. I had some gift cards, so I bought it. So hence I'm a little bit late to the party, but it's all good. You know, it's a pretty palette. I thought let's play with it, and in this video I give you my thoughts and some tips and tricks that I found work for me with this palette. And right after this one, my 5 looks in one palette. When I started doing looks with palettes, the bigger palettes I did 5 looks with. Granted, they were all separate videos, but they were 5 looks nonetheless. And then the smaller palettes I would do 3 or sometimes even 2 looks. I kind of want to bring that back a little bit more. So with bigger palettes I want to do 5 looks in one video. And then yeah, that's basically it. If there are any looks that I haven't done that you would like to see from me, just leave it down in the comment section and I will get right on that. But here is the palette. It is pink, well, faux leather. The eyes are 3D. I don't know if you can see that, but they're 3D. I heard a lot of people, well, kind of complaining about storing the package. You know, I don't mind it. Usually I plop it there. I like the way it looks there. I'm going to change the setup anyway. I don't mind the way that the package is. I kind of like it because it's different. And I like that. When you open her up, it's cardboard. Yes, this is a little bit wonky, but I don't think it will break anytime soon. So it comes with a mirror, which you see here. It's not the most handy palette to hold if you want to do your makeup. It just isn't, but you know, I don't mind it. I have a mirror setup anyway. And then the inside looks like this. In case you have not seen it, it's a little bit shiny, so sorry about that. I used all the shades. So yeah, you know, I can be very long-winded about it, but I'm not really going to. I'm going to quickly go over the shades, what I think about them. I'm going to swatch them for you as well, because I haven't done that in my first impression either. So let me just start with swatching it for you, and then we will go in and what I think about it. So I'm going to swatch row by row. I'm going to start with the color Pluto. I'm going to go like that. Basically, I'm going to swatch it on my arm. No primer, no nothing. Just so you know. I'm going to speed it up, put a little bit of music underneath. So, yeah. So those were the swatches, and let's go kind of row by row, and yeah, let me tell you what I think about the shades. Let me generalize first. The mattes, most of the mattes are really creamy and easy to work with. The shimmers are very pretty, very pigmented, but some of them can create quite a bit of fallout because they are a little bit more crumbly. So just, you know, if you don't want that, spray your brush. So let's go to the color Pluto then, and this one, which is very pretty. I used it as a face highlighter today as well. You can use it as an inner corner. I have used the heck out of this shade, as you can maybe see, because the embossing is, well, starting to, well, go away. This one called Titan, I use as an eraser shade to, well, clean up a little bit on the edge there. I haven't used it that often, but I did use it. The color Alien is just a very gorgeous green, very pigmented, very easy to work with, and you can blend the shimmers together as well, so that's really nice. Then we get to Interstellar, which is kind of a champagne color, which you can use as a highlight as well, and it is a very pretty inner corner highlight all over the lid kind of shade, very easy to work with. Abduction is the one that I have here. You saw me build it up in the swatch just because it is such a light color. I wanted it to show up, and it is a very pretty color. I get the best out of it when I pack it on a sticky base, just to get it to really pop, you know. But yeah, it's a very pretty color, easy to blend out, but again, if you want that vibrancy, you need to pack it on. This color is a very yellowy gold. It's gorgeous. I have it there, but it is also a little bit greenish. A lot of the colors here, especially the shimmers, when we get a little bit down here, they are a little bit off. You can play with them. So if you pair these two together, you get this one to be very yellow. But if you pair these two together, this one pulls a little bit more yellow and this one pulls a little bit more green, which is very pretty. This shade, which is called Gravity, is a very pretty peachy shade. And you could use it as a transition shade, you can use it to blend stuff out. It's just a very pretty color, very soft, very easy to work with. This one is gorgeous, Martian Soil. It's a mustardy yellow and it's just a gorgeous color. I don't know, I really love these types of shades, very easy to work with as well. If you want to pack it on, do it on a sticky base, but you can blend it out very nicely as well. I used this one today. Then we go to this one, which is called Flying Saucer. It's a very nice green. I do have to say that I prefer this one and the ones that are here. I prefer to use them differently. So in my third look, I did a green look. You see me build this one up instead of blend it out. So instead of me packing it on, I am kind of setting my eyeshadow base first with the color. So I'm using a fluffy brush and I'm tapping the color on where I want it. So I create a light layer. Then I take a smaller brush and do the same thing, you know, build the color up instead of packing it on and then blending it out. Because if I pack these shades on and then blend them out, they get patchy. If you use these shades on a sticky base, they are very difficult to blend out as well. You can, but you need to really work at it. So just to save yourself some time, either use them on a set base or set your base with the shade. And that is what I like to do. So again, I built these shades up instead of blend them out. This one, Phone Home, is a very soft color that looks kinda, we call it old pink. A little bit of a grayish pink, old pink in the pan. But when you pack it on your eye, it can transform a little bit brownish. So it's a very unique shade again. The combination between these two is also very pretty. But it's a very soft, easy shade to work with. Then we get to this one, which is called Moon Rock. I have it on my eye again today. This is kind of it's more of a bit of a dirty color. It's very unique, it's very pretty. You can make it look a little bit greenish. You can make it look a little bit, well, yellower. You can let it pull to brown. It's a very unique color and I don't have, well, I have it now, but it's unique to my collection. This one called X-Files. When you see it, it looks like a brownish color. It's a grayish brown. Where do I have it? Oh yeah, it's the last color on my arm here. It's a grayish brown. Very pretty, combining it with the mustardy yellow and that shimmery shade you see here. Because when you see them here side by side, you can see it's pulling a little bit more brown. Very unique color, very pretty. And very easy to work with. I don't have any problems packing this one on and blending it out. It works like a charm for me. Okay, this one, which is called Ghost OG, is the first one that I have here. And you saw it swatched horrendously. It is a dark greenish gray. That's also a color that you either use on a set base or set your base with the color before you know, build it up instead of pack it on and blend it out. So I use this color the same as I use this color. Fluffy brush first to set the base and then go smaller and smaller. But do not layer too many shades underneath. At least in my experience, I have very dirty fingers. At least in my experience, these two shades do not perform the best when you layer them on top of a lot of layers. Do I make any sense? So the first time that I used this shade was in my first impression. I used this as actually a third layer. It did not really want to stick to my eye. When I went to blend it out, it was patchy. So yeah, my experience with these three shades is to build them on instead of blend them out, but not layer too much on top of each other. Does that make any sense? So yeah, this one, which is Area 51, I've heard a lot of people raving about this purple, and to be honest, I'm not impressed. And I think that is because of the way the purple is in my particular palette, because it almost seems like it has hard pan. When I go with my brush, I really need to swirl my brush around to get it to pick up any pigment. I have clean fingers. This is one swipe. This one swipe. So yeah, compare it to a Ghost OG. One swipe. See the difference? That if I want to get it, let's do it on this finger. Now I have the pigmentation that everyone is talking about. So I think that, I don't know, maybe I have hard pan, maybe I have a faulty purple, I don't know. But I rewatched Annette do her looks with this palette, and I saw she dipped her brush in, and the pigmentation that she got on her eye is very different than what I get on my eye. So yeah, again, I think it is, it probably has hard pan or something like that. So I am going to see how it performs if I remove the top layer. I tried to a little bit, but not with a sticky, what you call it again, you know, sticky thingy, tapey thingy. I haven't done that yet. I will though, because yeah, if you can get it to work. I have it on here today. If I can get it to work, it's really, really pretty. It's just that, you know, I know how to work with shades like this. I know how to work with dark purples, dark greens, dark blues. I know, but this one does not perform the way it should. Do I make sense? So if I use this as a pressed pigment, which it is, and I use it then build it up instead of pack it on and blend it out, it does not really matter, because it's pretty patchy regardless. And again, I don't get a lot of pigment out of this shade. So I just think that it is, I don't know, it has hard pan, probably something like that. So yeah. Then we go to Space Cowboy, which is, well, so freaking pretty. If you see it in the pan, it looks like a brown shimmer, dark brown shimmer, but it has a purple undertone. It's gorgeous. It's really freaking pretty. It is the third shade on the top of this one, so it has a little bit of a purplish reddish shift. It's very, very pretty. This one called Probe looks like your, well, kind of typical brown shade with green shift, you know, but it is so much more than that. It also has a little bit of grayish blue in it, a bit of purple. It's such a unique shade. I have it on my lid today, and now it shifts more, I don't know, a little bit of sea green, you know. It's a very, very pretty color. Tall Grey is a very nice matte to work with, which is a bit bluish grey. This one also, if you overblend, it gets patchy, at least on my eyes. This black, it's a very nice black. It's not a very dry black. It's also not a I pack it on and I cannot blend it out black anymore. It's very, very nice as well. So yeah, the shade that is giving me trouble in this palette is actually Area 51, which is the purple. So that's the only trouble shade I have. And again, I think it is because maybe I have hard pan. I don't know. Maybe I have a faulty purple. I don't know. But it's definitely not my favorite shade out of this palette. And in the beginning I was actually kind of frustrated with it, because it didn't perform the way I wanted it to. But yeah, as I said, I am going to try and remove the hard pan, see what it does then. I am very happy that I have this palette, and I get really inspired by this palette. Oh, what I do want to say, however, is I want to give a compliment to Jeffree the way that he laid this out, because the shades work so nicely together. These three are gorgeous. These three together are gorgeous. These four together are gorgeous. You can really play with this palette. And if you look at this palette and you are overwhelmed, what you can always do is go row by row, because you can create a beautiful look with these. With this one, you know, you can go rows like that. So you can group them in threes, you can group them in fours. He did good. It's a very, 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 one very is enough, yes. It's a very unique palette. I am very glad I have it. And yeah, that was basically it. Do I think it's worth its money? Yes. Especially because I only paid 30 euros for it, because it was on sale, 40%. So yeah, that's definitely worth the money. But the quality is very nice. And I like that the colors are all a bit off. I like that, a little bit grungy. You can get really soft light looks. You can do darker grungier looks. You can do a look like this with a lot of colors. I try to do a little bit of everything in my 5 looks. And yeah, if I have done a combination, if I have not done a combination that you would like me to do, let me know down in the comment section. So yeah, if you are not subscribed to my channel but would like to be, you know what you gotta do. I'm going to sign off. Oh, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Leave a comment down below. And yeah, I wish you a fantastic day, a fabulous evening, and I will see you in the 5 looks videos. Bye guys.